The millionaire Kosiya, who refused to share his pancakes. Kosiya's material wealth was worth 800 million, and yet he refused to share his crispy pancakes with anyone, not even an Arahat. The millionaire Kosiya lived in Sakara village near the city of Rajagarh. Despite the fact that his material wealth was worth 800 million, he was a miser to the extreme. He refused to spend money on himself, or on his wife, or on his children. Naturally, he had never thought about almsgiving. On one occasion, he had a real craving for some crispy pancakes. His wife wanted to make the sweet for him, but he did not want his wife or children to have any because it would mean spending more money. So, he told his wife to bring everything needed to the 7th floor of their castle so that he could enjoy the sweet all by himself. Sammasambuddha knew that Kosiya possessed sufficient punya accumulated throughout his previous existences to attain the fruit of Sotapanna. So he sent Venerable Mahamoggallana, who was his chief disciple and an Arahat, to visit Kosiya and quell him of his miserliness. The Arahat employed his supernatural powers to fly to Kosiya's castle, and appeared to him outside the window of his castle's 7th floor. Upon seeing the Arahat, Kosiya told him to go elsewhere, for he had nothing to offer him. Venerable Mahamoggallana proceeded to do walking meditation, stand and sit in the air, and caused smoke to envelop Kosiya's face until his eyes watered. Kosiya figured if he did not give the monk something, he would never leave. So he had his wife prepare a very small pancake for the Arahat. Even though his wife applied just a small amount of dough to the hot pan, it resulted in a large pancake. But when Kosiya tried to put the smallest amount of dough into the pan, what resulted was an even larger pancake. This happened over and over again until all the dough was gone. Finally, he told his wife to offer a pancake to the Arahat. But all the pancakes stuck together. Kosiya tried to pull the pancakes apart, but no matter how hard he tried, they would not come apart. Finally, feeling very tired and no longer hungry, he decided to offer the whole thing to Venerable Mahamoggallana. Having received the offering, the Arahat gave Kosiya a Dhamma lecture on the 3 fruits, such as the fruit of almsgiving. As a result of the Dhamma lecture, Kosiya became a believer and invited the Arahat to come inside the castle to have his pancakes. But Venerable Mahamoggallana told him that Sammasambuddha was then waiting for the pancakes together with 500 monks. He told Kosiya and his wife to walk down to the ground floor of their castle, and employed his supernatural powers to transport them to the gate of the Jetawan temple. Inside the refectory, Kosiya made an offering of drinking water to Sammasambuddha and the monks. Kosiya's wife put some pancakes inside Sammasambuddha's alms bowls. Miraculously, there were enough pancakes not only for all 500 monks, but also for Kosiya, his wife, and the poor. Kosiya remarked to Sammasambuddha that there were still more pancakes left in the basket. Sammasambuddha told him to leave them at the gate of the temple. Kosiya and his wife went further from the gate to an overhang nearby and left the pancakes there. That overhang was later referred to as the pancake overhang. They returned to the temple to see Sammasambuddha. Sammasambuddha rejoiced in their merit and gave them a Dhamma lecture, at the end of which both Kosiya and his wife were able to attain the fruit of Sotapanna. In the following evening, The monks were conversing as usual in the Dhamma hall. They were praising Venerable Mahamogayana for his exemplary powers and how he had spent just a short amount of time quelling Kosiya of his extreme miserliness, and for his ingenious teaching method which cost Kosiya neither his faith nor his material wealth. Sama Sambuddha concurred and said that when teaching a householder, a Buddhist monk should employ a similar teaching method which was like the light touch of a carpenter bee. He should also teach people to understand the Buddha virtues.